Hey, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and we're going to talk some more about Sex in the City. Sex in the City, that wonderful show from the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm Diego. I have already reviewed every single goddamn episode of Sex in the City. I also reviewed it, and just like shit, that stupid ass reboot that they made this year or last year. Okay, I reviewed the Sex in the City movie from 2008, and now I am finishing reviewing the Sex in the Movie Part 2 from 2010. Hence the last appearance of Samantha Jones. Okay, now what I do here is I give you a straight man's point of view. I don't bullshit here. I do not lie. I tell you the truth, okay? All right, so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So if you're easily offended, if you're a snowflake, if you're easily triggered, if you hated Top Gun Maverick, get the fuck out of here right now. I will not censor myself for you. I tell you the truth because that's what the world needs. The world needs some truth. Nobody's telling the truth anymore. You get all this bullshit on TV, in the movies, and it's like nobody wants to say what they want to say. Everyone's afraid. Everyone's afraid they'll be labeled something if they speak their mind. Okay, well, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Okay, and I'm going to speak my mind because that's what the world needs. The world needs some real fucking truth. Okay, even if the truth hurts. Okay, and that's what I give you here. Some hurtful truth. Straight up, baby, with no lube. There ain't no lube here. Don't even look for it. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, but I'm telling you the truth here. Okay, I will not censor myself. All right, you have to ask yourself. Okay, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? I don't think you can handle the truth. I don't. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Not from what a man says. I don't think so. This ain't fucking CNN. Okay. I'm not politically correct. I'm going to tell you the truth, what I really fucking think about these situations, all right? About these women, these situations, these men, these supposed men that are on this movie, all that stuff, okay? The show's written by gay guys, lesbians, and feminists, so they don't fucking understand my point of view, okay? I'm going to give you that point of view that you never got when you watched that show back in the day, just like I did. I watched it back in the day. I've been there since the very beginning, almost the very beginning, all right? And I'm straight, yeah, go figure, yeah. Someone needs to do a fucking documentary on me. The one straight guy in the fucking country who fucking watched every episode of Sex and the City. All right, that's me. That's me. All right. Okay, so anyway, so where we left off last time in this movie, okay, is Samantha went on her date with Rickard Spurt, hence Dick Spurt. Yes, that's his real name. Okay, he's a Danish guy. He's visiting Abu Dhabi like the girls are. He made a date with Samantha because apparently she's the best looking woman there. He made a date with her, and they were doing some hookah, taking turns. And of course, she turned the whole fucking sucking the hookah thing into a phallic thing. Okay, and that offended some Arab sheik who was sitting near them, and he filed an official formal complaint. Okay, about the way that Samantha was acting. She grabbed Dick's fucking dick. Okay, and he stood up with a fucking heart on, like a tent pole sticking out of his pants. And the sheik's wife saw that. Okay, and so yeah, he filed a complaint, and then they left. Okay, well, Carrie confessed to Big that she kissed her ex-boyfriend Aiden. He just happened to be in Abu Dhabi at the same time that she was, and they went on a date. And she forgot to tell him that she was married, but then she did. But they kissed anyway. She felt bad about it. She left Aiden there, standing alone with his dick in his hand, trying to remember the fourth Arab Emirate state. Okay, and she ran away, had an emergency intervention meeting with her girlfriends, and they told her to shut the fuck up and sleep on it. She did not do that. She just immediately called Big. He was not happy to hear this. He hung up on her, basically told her goodbye, I'm at work, hung up on her. So now she's afraid that she's lost Big. And then she gets a second phone call. This one's from Samantha. Samantha's in jail. They arrested her for fucking some sort of lewd conduct or some shit. So she wakes up the other girls, and they go straight to the jailhouse to go get Samantha. All right? Well, it turns out that all Samantha was doing was kissing. She was kissing Rickard in public, which I guess is illegal over there. Hey, that's what I keep saying. Feminists get feminism over there, not here, over there. Okay, the way they treat people is fucking disgusting. The way they treat women in particular is disgusting over there. Okay, and so it turns out they were kissing, but that's illegal. Okay, the hotel manager arrives. Now you remember, I don't remember his name, but he's turned up in a lot of stuff. I've seen him in a lot of movies. He was like in the Mummy movies and stuff. He's like he's the Arabian Danny DeVito. He's a short little guy with a squeaky voice. I tend to talk like this. His neck did not break, so now he will have to hang. You know, that kind of way. That's him from The Mummy. Yeah, y'all got that reference? Okay. So he's the hotel manager there. And he's been very nice to them. He set them up with butlers. They each had their own butler that showed them around the hotel. You know, whatever the hell they wanted, they were well taken care of. Okay. Well, he shows up there, and you can tell he's not happy. All right. The hotel manager arrives. Okay. Miranda says that she represents. He wants the room alone, but Miranda says, "I'm going to represent her. I'm her attorney." Okay. And Carrie, before Carrie leaves the room, she does point out, Samantha told her, don't tell Big about what happened, sleep on it. It was just kissing. It wasn't sex. It was nothing. Okay. And then Carrie points out, well, you were just kissing Rickard and you got arrested for it. So it's not just nothing. Okay. So they leave the room. So Charlotte and Carrie leave the room. Okay. And it turns out the manager says that the sheik that was sitting across from Samantha and Rickard, the one who noticed everything, he noticed her, fucking doing the fellatio thing with the hookah and grabbing Rickard's cock. Okay, he filed an official formal complaint. Okay, and so now they have to make an official record of the incident. So they need Samantha's passport, and they grab it. Okay, and Samantha's like, it's outrageous. It was just a kiss. Okay, and when they grab her purse, like condoms fall out of there. So you can tell the hotel manager is like disgusted with Samantha. Hey, it's a different country, okay? They're in the United Arab Emirates, okay? It's a lot different over there than it is over here, okay? The shit that we get away with here is not gotten away with in the rest of the world, okay? Not at all, okay? So yeah, they don't take kindly to shit like that there, okay? Especially white women who are exposing their legs and their shoulders and shit. Fuck no. All right. So Carrie's outside talking to Charlotte. She's all emotional. Even though Samantha's in jail, she's thinking about herself. Okay, she wants to talk to Charlotte about herself. Not about Charlotte's problems, because Charlotte's worried that her husband's fucking the hot-ass nanny that she hired, okay, while she's in Abu Dhabi. No, we need to talk about Carrie's feelings and her problems. That's the important thing here, all right? So Carrie takes this opportunity to fucking basically talk about herself and her problems and her worries to Charlotte, okay, while Samantha is fucking in jail. Okay, so Carrie says, seeing Aiden made me feel like who I used to be. And Aiden was a part of that. I wanted the flirting. I wanted the attention, but I didn't want the kiss. When I kissed him, I remembered who I used to be. Running around New York like a crazy woman. Trying to get the man I love to love me back. And now he loves me. And he wants to sit on the couch in New York with me. I hope my past hasn't screwed up my future. I'm having a midlife crisis. I should have said anything to him. The New Yorker was right to tell me to shut up. Oh, Charlotte, I'm sorry I said what I said about your marriage. I should never have told you that Harry's fucking the nanny. That was bad. Charlotte's like, I'm sorry too, Carrie, for my whole attitude about the whole 2-day off a week thing. Now that I've had 2 days off from my family, I'm feeling better. So now I understand. I just hope Big doesn't want 7 days off a week. Woe is me. Ugh. This is the same fucking bitch that yelled at Big for fucking watching TV. That complained that when he spent like $3,000 on a fucking flat screen TV for her, she complained because it wasn't jewelry. Yeah. I think it's a little bit more than the kiss, Carrie. All right. So the next day, the Sheik's brother, okay, they are guests. Okay, Samantha and her friends are guests at the hotel of Sheikh Khalid. Okay, now he was a producer on Smith Jerrod's movie. Okay, the one that premiered in New York. Okay, he was a producer, but he owns several hotels. He wants to hire a publicist to promote his hotels in America. Smith Jerrod told him that his ex-girlfriend Samantha, well, maybe he didn't say ex-girlfriend, his old publicist Samantha is the one who made him a star. She's the one that publicized him. That's the reason he became famous. That's the reason he has a career. So the Sheik is like, oh, well, if you can do for my hotels what you did for this Mr. Jerrod here, then, I would like to hire you. Come visit. I'll fly you to my hotel in Abu Dhabi. You can stay there. Bring your friends. And if you like it, we can talk some business afterwards. So that's why all the girls are there. They're there for free. Okay, they're guests of the Sheikh Khalid. All right. Well, his brother is, I guess, the Sheik's business partner. His brother shows up and bails them out of jail. Okay. And he told him everything's been taken care of. They get Samantha released. Okay. So the girls all go back to their rooms and they're all happy. Oh, thank God we're out of that situation. And then when they get back to their rooms, the butlers are all gone. All their butlers that were assigned to them are gone. There's nobody there. And then the phone rings. It's for Samantha, and it's the front desk. Okay, the front desk manager. He tells Samantha, okay, that the rooms are $22,000 a day, and that we need a credit card to secure your room until you leave. She's like, there is no charge for us. We are guests of the Sheik. He's like, yes, I have a message here from the Sheik. Your meeting with him has been canceled, and you are no longer welcome at the hotel. So I need $22,000. And Samantha at first like, oh, fuck you, sue me. And Miranda says like, okay, the penalty for not paying your hotel bill in Abu Dhabi is prison. So she's like, what time's checkout? They're like, 1 hour. They're like, thank you. We gotta get out of here right now. So they start rushing to grab all their shit, and she's fucking pissed off. Yeah, she fucked it up. Okay, she screwed the pooch big time. It's like I've been saying here. Okay, like a lot of this feminist shit. You can get away with it in America because, especially in New York, because they're very liberal-minded, which is fine. Hey, everyone's got their thing. There needs to be a place for everyone to have their thing. I 100% believe that, okay? But you got to remember, this is a different country, okay? They are not a Western culture like we are, okay? A lot of shit that will fly here will not fly over there, okay? And the audacity to bring your fucking social politics into another person's country, okay, and think that you can fucking get away with it, think you can tell them what's wrong with their government, what's wrong with their way of life, that shit ain't gonna fucking fly, okay? The United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, okay? These people are no pushovers. Okay, they don't just fucking bend over for every fucking white Westerner that comes into their country. They don't fucking do that shit, okay? They have their own rules, and you gotta respect it, okay? Because you're in their fucking backyard, okay? Okay, just like when they come over here, they put on American clothes. When you go over there, you got to go by their fucking customs. Okay, so I understand their gripe. Okay, you're not gonna fucking bring feminism to the fucking Middle East. Okay, not realistically. It's a bullshit idea. It's a bullshit script. They typed out this script in a fucking half an hour because they wanted to make a Sex and the City 2 as fast as fucking possible without thinking about the ramifications of writing a script like this. Okay, to go to the fucking Middle East. Okay, and try to bring feminism over there. Are you out of your fucking mind? Okay, a bunch of Jewish white New Yorkers are gonna bring feminism to the fucking Middle East? Are you fucking crazy? Oh well. But that was the movie. That was the movie they made, okay? So yeah, they get kicked out, okay? And yeah, Samantha, she can't behave. This is gonna cost her a lot of fucking money, okay? Can you imagine the kind of money she would have made if they'd hired her? Okay, she fucked it all up. Not just for herself, but for everyone else, for her girlfriends too. Okay, so they're grabbing all their shit, and she's complaining about fucking New Middle East my ass. Where the fuck is Paula Abdul? She calls her butler Abdul, Paula Abdul. Okay, and he's gay. Okay, so Carrie says, seen Aiden, she already talked to Charlotte about it. Okay, so they get kicked out. They gotta get the fuck out of the hotel. All right, meanwhile, Samantha is having hot flashes and she's all pissed off. She's packing as fast as she can. Carrie leaves a lot of money. She leaves cash on the table in her room for Guru. Guru was her butler. Okay, and she made some small talk with him. He was a very nice man. He's actually Indian. He's not from Arabia. He's not from United Arab Emirates. He's India. He just works there, and 3 months out of the year, 3 times a year, he goes back to India to see his wife. Okay, and he works there for money so he can provide for his family back in India. So if he's working for peanuts in the United Arab Emirates, you can imagine that's probably a lot of money where he's from. They probably need the money. So he's actually very happy and grateful to be a doormat, to be a servant, basically who can't leave unless he's been dismissed, okay? And he feels very fortunate to be in a position where he can provide for his family. You want to talk about one of the most unselfish things I ever heard, I ever saw? The show is all about materialism. It's all about fucking fashion and expensive shoes, and expensive restaurants, expensive vacations, but it's never about the people that are they feel grateful just to have a little bit of money to send home every month so that their family doesn't starve to death. That's fucking beautiful. And that's definitely one thing they got right about this movie. And they should have stuck on that more. But no, we can't. It's about a bunch of rich middle-aged New Yorker alcoholic sluts. Okay? Materialistic alcoholic New York sluts. All right. So that's going on, okay, but it did make me feel better that Carrie left him some money, okay? Okay, so they race to the front door to get a cab, okay, and the cabs, these are all broken down cabs. These aren't those luxury vehicles with each girl had their own personal driver. No, it's a cheap ass white broken down smoking cars, okay, to take them back to the airport. Miranda arranged it, but they got to get to the airport within an hour because if they miss their flight, then they are flying back in coach, all right, and you can't have that. That's worse than death. Okay, but then Carrie realized that she lost her passport. She left her passport at the flea market. Okay, when she bought the shoes, when she ran into Aiden, she got distracted and she left her passport on the counter at the shoe stand. So now she cannot go to the airport. She's got to get back to that market and get her passport back if it's still there. So the girl's got to go over there real quick. To try to find it. So they get to the market, okay? The nice old man that worked the stand, he remembers Carrie and he has her passport. So she's like, oh, thank God. Thank God. But in the meantime, while the girls are there, these American girls are there showing off their shoulders and legs, okay, making a scene basically, because that shit's not allowed. Women aren't allowed to look like them, okay, dress like that. Okay, Charlotte gets distracted by a vendor. One of those bootleg vendors, they try to sell you knockoffs and shit, whatever. And so they seduced Charlotte to go back into this room where they're going to try to sell her some Birkin bags and some Rolex watches and shit. She's trying to get gifts, some what do you call it, souvenirs to bring home to her husband and kids, okay, like a t-shirt or something, right? So she gets seduced and she goes up there and they got to follow her, okay? So they'll go back up there and the guy's trying to sell her watches. He's trying to sell her purses. They don't want it. Okay, Carrie's warning, no. These are all bootleg hot items. These are all stolen items. You can't get caught with this shit, We got to get out of here right now. We cannot miss the airport. We cannot miss our flight. Okay, so they get out of there. And when the men realize that these girls are not going to buy anything, he kicks them out. Okay, now unfortunately, Samantha has a Birkin bag. Okay, no, I don't know what fucking Birkin bag is. I know it's expensive, okay? She's got a Birkin bag, and it looks exactly like one of the Birkin bags that they're trying to sell. So they automatically think that she stole one of their Birkin bags. So they chase her out of there, and they grab her, and they start fighting with her over the Birkin bag. They're having a little tug of war. That's our bag. No, it's mine, man. And they break it, and the contents spill out, and it's Samantha's bag, okay? It's a bunch of condoms and shit there. Well, everybody sees this. All the men there see this, okay, and they don't like women, they're flaunting their sexuality. That's not allowed over there, okay. That's why all the women are covered up with their masks, with their hoods and their fucking garments, the frocks that they all wear, okay. So the men wear white ones, the girls wear black ones, okay, and that shit's not allowed. Okay, so she's down there trying to pick up her shit, her lipstick and her condoms, okay? And the men form a circle around her, and they're basically chastising Samantha. They're in Arabic, they're calling her basically a slut. Okay, like, well, you dress like that, you put stuff on your face, you should expose your body parts in public, and and so they're giving her a lot of shit while she's trying to pick up her stuff. She's already pissed off, she's already having hot flashes, she's already upset that she missed out on that deal with the sheik, and that she got kicked out of the fucking hotel. She's already pissed off at all this stuff, so this just fucking took her over, okay? And she starts screaming back at them, yes, I like to fuck! I have sex, you know? So now they're making a big scene. So the girls run over there to try to save Samantha. This is her moment to shine. And they're picking up all the shit off the floor for her. They're trying to put it all back in her purse. And she's just fucking flicking off all of them. Like, fuck all of you. I like to fuck. She's doing all that shit. And they finally get her out of there. Some Arab women see them and motion to them, but they're being followed, so they have to go into this little room at the market and hide. Okay, well, these Arab women who are they're covered in their hoods, and they bring them in there, okay, to hide from all the men that are outside looking for them. Okay, and these women, they speak English, yeah, go figure, right? Okay, there when they invite them in to hide, okay, and they reveal their faces, they take off their hoods, okay. I forgot what those hoods were called. I think they were called biscas, or I forgot. Anyway, they take off their hoods, okay, niqabs. Yeah, they're niqabs. They take off their niqabs, all right? And they're wearing abayas, okay? They take off their niqabs to show their faces, and they appreciate how upset. They actually make light of the fact that the women got all the men upset outside. They're happy about that. They're happy that the men got upset. That there was actually a woman out there talking back to them, flicking them off, and telling them that she likes to fuck and dress like the way that she was, okay? Yeah, with makeup on her face and all that stuff. Yeah, they got high on that. They thought that was the most awesome thing they'd ever seen, okay? Those men are going to be angry for hours, and then no one says, no, days. No one says, no, months. I guess that shit's so fucking not allowed that the women watched it there. This is the underground feminist movement, okay, in Abu Dhabi. That's what this is, okay? These women are anti-men, okay? They don't like the oppression, which makes sense. I mean, I could see it in that country. They don't like the way men treat the women there, so they have like this underground fucking movement, okay? And they think it's funny that there was a woman out there, an American white woman out there that was telling off all the men, okay? They found that very, very good. They appreciated it, okay? They liked the fact that their men were all upset about that, okay? And they pull out their book. They were having a book club reading, okay? And the book they're all reading is the fucking Suzanne Summers breakthrough book, okay? The same one that we already saw earlier in the movie, okay? The Chrissy Snow, Miss Thighmaster herself. Okay, yeah, if you want to talk about some shameless product placement, I don't know how much money Suzanne Summers gave the producers of this movie, but it must have been a lot, okay? Because this is the fucking second commercial for the book in the fucking movie. I'm surprised Suzanne Summers herself did not fucking have a cameo and talk about her book in the movie herself, okay? It could have been a fucking Thighmaster commercial in the middle of the fucking movie, okay? That would have made a lot more sense, okay? But apparently all these Arab women, okay, in their niqabs, okay, and their abayas are reading Suzanne Summers' book, even though it's clearly in fucking English. Don't tell me they watched Three's Company too, right? Step by Step. That was a great show. I don't know. I never watched it. I just know Patrick Duffy was in it. And Sasha Mitchell. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and she's the sheriff. Remember that? Okay, who cares? All right, yeah, talk about embarrassingly getting fired from fucking, when you're making 30 grand a fucking episode, in 1977, gee, and you got to fucking complain. Oh, I want 150 grand an episode. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Anyway, that's why they fired her, because she wanted too much money. She wanted the same amount of money as John Ritter, but John Ritter was the star of the show. Okay, you can easily replace a hot dumb blonde. Okay, they're easily replaceable. Okay, you can't walk through fucking Hollywood without stepping on one. Okay, but someone like John Ritter, no, those are few and far between. Okay, a guy with that kind of comedic humor, that body humor, that clown humor that he has, the timing, fucking those guys are not a dime a dozen. Okay, that's like a Charlie Chaplin, that's like a Buster Keaton, yeah, there's not many guys like that, but fucking John Ritter was a master of that. He was such a master. I mean, nobody fucking trips over the couch like Jack Tripper. But anyway, Suzanne Summers did have a lot of advice to give women in that book. Okay, like how to be an alcoholic, how to cheat on your husbands, how to get fired from a fucking a number one fucking sitcom. Yeah, so she had a lot to say. How to get pregnant at 16, and cheat on all your husbands. Okay, yeah, so she had a lot to say. Okay, but anyway, So that's the second commercial for this book that we see, and it's a bunch of Arab women that are reading it. Okay, and it's part of their book club, like I said. Okay, and they love and they ask the women where they're from. They we're from New York. Oh, New York, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Versace, Birkin, Barney's, like that. Okay, and then and then it gets to the good stuff here. Okay. And he says, it's like, New York. And they're like, and Carrie said, have you ever been to New York? No, but we love the fashion. Really? You get fucking Vogue magazine over there in that little fucking little hole in the wall that you're living in? You get Vogue magazine in there? Really? You get Entertainment Weekly? You watch you watch Entertainment Tonight over there in on fucking in Arabia? Really? Oh my God. Okay, so that's going on. Okay, and it turns out that they're all wearing designer clothes underneath their abayas. They take off their abayas, their niqabs and their abayas. They take them off, and they're all wearing fucking designer clothes, like expensive designer clothes. Okay, so Carrie says like, oh my God, once they took off their stuff, they were all wearing the fucking spring collection. Oh my fucking God! Did I tell you that a gay guy wrote this movie? I know you couldn't tell, could you? You couldn't tell, but you gotta look. You gotta look for the clues. You gotta look for the clues. All right, yeah. So all these Arab women are wearing like name brand, like Louis Vuittons and Chanel's, and Dwar, and Gucci, and Versace. And oh my fucking God. Yeah, they're all wearing that shit. And of course, they look ridiculous. The girls look ridiculous when they wear that shit too. So I mean, this is no better. But they're wearing it underneath their abaya, so you can only imagine how hot they are underneath there. Yeah, so they wear it underneath, like kind of like those guys out there, those transgender guys that are in the closet. So what do? They wear their female underwear underneath their regular clothes. Like fucking like what's the name, like Hoover did, like J. Edgar Hoover did, the head of the FBI. He did that shit. He wore fucking lingerie underneath his suits. Well, that's what these women are doing. Okay, they're wearing name brands underneath their fucking abayas and their niqabs. Get the fuck out of here. This is just fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. All right. They look like fucking Antifa. All right, so that's going on. Okay, they're wearing the 2010 spring collection. Okay, and they are offered. They offer the women refreshments. The women said, "We got to go. We got to get out of here. We got a plane to catch at the airport. How are we going to get through that crowd? Those men are out there. They're going to harass us once we walk out of here." And so they decide to get to wear disguises. So all four of the women do. They wear their niqabs and their abayas. So they're fucking dressed like fucking Antifa, basically. Okay, so they walk out of there in their fucking their Arab woman disguises. With their veil, with their hoods, all that shit. They lose track of Charlotte for a minute because she's trying to buy fucking t-shirts for her daughters, and so they got to grab her, and they got to signal a cab, and they do signal a cab finally in front of a big poster for the Heart of the Desert, which is the fucking Smith Jared movie. Yeah, that movie poster is right up there in front of the street. Okay, now the girls, they can't get a cab. They're trying to get a cab in their fucking Muslim outfits. So of course, Carrie remembers that movie. It Happened One Night from 1934, the one with Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert, the one that Big was watching. Okay, at Anthony and Stanford's wedding. She remembers Claudette Colbert, that scene where she revealed her leg. In 1934, that was risky to get a guy to pull over and give him a ride. Well, she does that, and sure enough, a taxi driver stops, and they get in there, and they go straight to the airport. So boom. So lucky her, okay? So that happens, all right? Okay, so finally, Carrie does come back to New York. Big is not there at the apartment. He did not meet her at the airport like he said he would. Well, that's before you called him and told him you fucking kissed another guy. All right? Your ex-boyfriend, yeah. Okay, so now she's worried that maybe he doesn't want to see her anymore. Like maybe he's going to file for divorce. I would have filed for divorce. I would have. But it wouldn't have been for the kiss. It would have been for all the other shit. All right? Charlotte also comes home, but her homecoming is more happy. Like the kids are there to greet her. Harry's there to greet her. They all kiss or smother her with kisses, and she's so happy to see them again. And that was kind of touching. That was very good. She missed her family a lot. They do mean a lot to her, so I thought that was really good. Okay, we don't see Miranda miss her family though when she gets home. Not at all. All right. So Carrie leaves Big a message. Okay. He finally does arrive later that night. Okay, and he walks around. He tells her, she said, "Where have you been? You know, I've been waiting for you." He's like, "Oh, I was walking around, you know, killing time, torturing you." And she's like, I was afraid you wouldn't come back." "Oh, no, Carrie, no. I made a vow. Remember those?" She's like, "Ever mine, ever thine, ever ours." Yeah, fucking, that was Mozart. Beethoven wrote that shit. That was what he said when he married Carrie at the courthouse. Okay, it was from Beethoven. Remember, Immortal Beloved? Yeah, I saw the movie. Gary Oldman was Beethoven. And Ingrid Bergman's daughter was in it too. Isabella Rossellini, yeah, she was in it too. All right. So Big says, like, just so you know, Carrie, it really did tear me up, what you told me on the phone. And then I realized that, you are a bit of a rookie when it comes to this whole marriage thing. So you're going to need a reminder. Okay. This is going to be your punishment. Okay. And he gives her a black diamond ring. Really? That's a punishment? That's how you punish your wife? By buying her a fucking tens of thousands of dollar ring to wear? What kind of punishment is that? You see, this is what I'm talking about. The selfishness, the materialism. He's always trying to make her happy, which is code for buy her something. Buy her something expensive. Okay, so he gives her this big black diamond ring. He's like saying, you have to wear this every day to remind you that you're married. So she needs that to remind her not to fuck anyone else. Okay. That's her punishment, really? Okay. I think this movie was written by gay guys. Okay. He's like, you know what? I realized something, Carrie. You wrote a funny book about vows. But you never actually wrote any vows to me. And she said, yes, I did, Big, but that wedding never happened. It's like, we've all made mistakes, Carrie. Stupid mistakes. But I wrote some vows for you. So you're going to have to repeat after me. I will never kiss another man other than my husband. I will never kiss another man other than my husband. I will stop worrying about being an old married couple because we never will be. I will stop worrying about being an old married couple because we never will be. Wait a minute. Are you sure? It's just us two. Are we enough? Kid, we're too much. Okay, he puts the ring on her. And now, how's that for a little sparkle? It's actually a lot of sparkle. Yeah, see what I mean? That's what's gonna fucking make her happy. Buying her fucking expensive shit. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Oh my God. All right. Yeah. Okay. Just go with it, right? Yeah. I think a gay guy wrote this movie. Okay. And she said, why the black diamond? Because you're not like anyone else, Carrie. I thought you would say it's because it's the color of my soul. Well, it kind of is, Carrie. Not all the time, but sometimes you do a lot of fucking shit that you don't realize what you're doing. Okay? But hey, it makes you more human. Fuck it. All right? If this guy's willing to put up with your shit, then y'all deserve each other. All right. Miranda gives a speech at some terrace, at some high-rise, some penthouse balcony terrace with a beautiful view of the city. Apparently, this fucking group of diverse people, their boardroom is outdoors. Okay, on the top of a skyscraper. Okay, that's going to be her new law firm, and they appreciate her there. Unlike the boys club only law firm that she worked at for fucking like 20 years. Okay. Okay. So she's giving a speech there. Okay, like I said, we don't see her reunite with her family because they don't fucking matter. Okay, on July 4th, okay, Carrie and Ariel, on July 4th, in the East Hampton Beach, back in the Hamptons, there's a beach there. Okay, Rickard shows up. Get the fuck out of here. You're telling me he flew all the way from fucking Denmark just to get fucking laid to Samantha after they fucking got arrested together? Are you out of your fucking mind? Like this would ever fucking happen in real life, but it does in this movie because this movie's written by gay guys. So he shows up there, him and Samantha, they get on top of his Jeep, okay, and he fucks her. He plows her while the fireworks are going off. Now he's buck-ass naked, okay, but Samantha's got her dress on. Yeah, makes sense, right? I know that's how I fuck. Okay, and he's plowing her, and she's like, oh! Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired. It's like watching an animal die. That's how fucking Samantha comes. It's like watching an animal die. Okay? You motherfuckers, get a straight guy in here to write these fucking sex scenes with Samantha, because this is fucking bullshit. You know what? There's a sexy way to fucking come, ladies. Okay? Watch some fucking porn. That's sexy. Oh! That's not sexy. Okay? That's not sexy. That's sexy, okay? That's not sexy. That's sexy. That's not sexy. See the difference? All right. And then we hear the fucking the True Colors song by Cyndi Lauper, okay? And then we find out there's a birthday party for Rose. She turns 3. Everybody's there. And it turns out that the nanny's a fucking lesbian because she brings her girlfriend there. So he had nothing to worry about, all right? Okay, so that's going on here. Okay. Carrie and Big, they kiss a lot. They go back to their place, okay? And they decide to watch a movie. Okay, they decide to watch a movie. It's with Cary Grant and Jean Arthur from 1942. It's called Talk of the Town. It's a rom-com from back then. For those of you who don't know, Cary Grant was gay. He was gay as fuck. Okay, Carole Lombard once said that the happiest marriage she has ever seen in her entire time living in Hollywood was between Cary Grant and Randolph Scott, his roommate for 11 years. Yes, he was fucking gay as fuck. Cary Grant was gay as fuck, all right? Okay, they're watching a Cary Grant movie. Like I said, Talk of the Town, 1942. Okay, and Cary says, movies may be in black and white, but when it comes to relationships, there's a whole range of colors and options to explore, and that's where I am today. And then the movie ends. And that concludes Sex and the City Part 2, the movie. I'm done. I'm officially done with Sex and the City. Thank you for watching this long. It has been a joy. I'm coming after your chick flicks next, so I'm not done. But thank you for watching this long, and I will see you soon after I come back from my little break, all right? Thank you for watching. Take care.